Alright, hello there, and welcome back to Papa Make Level. New adventure time it is! And yeah, you can see that museum's done on a new adventure. We'll be going into Starry Lands this time. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? Outreach got moved. That actually makes a ton of sense. Because it was the one level that was in here that had no reason to be there. Because it had a bunch of stuff that wasn't familiar at all. And indeed, it had a bunch of planes in it. Alright, well, I guess that's one head start. But not really. Under lock and key, you say? We've got below now. Ooh, gem. I like gems. We have key is open and statue is stop. And key is push. I have a setup of keys. What is open? Key is open. So I need 3 of these keys to open the doors. Yeah, because I can't exactly use empty for this. I can't exactly control empty here because of all this aesthetic in the way. I wonder. I can turn things into empty. I just have no way of getting rid of this aesthetic that is blocking my empties. Well, I know 3 of these keys are up to open the doors, but I specifically have 4 of them to set up for my own purposes. As for what those purposes are, well, that's the real crux of the puzzle, isn't it? Because even if empty is you, and I have a key to push, I still can't quite get this set up while keeping the bug outside. Something about empty below something being push. I don't know how empty being push in any capacity would help me though. I always gotta remember to put the is in last. Yeah, I can't even interact with anything. This sucks. I mean, I could use this to very easily stack keys, but I see no reason to do that. Oh, I got it. Derp. It's always the easy stuff. Empty. Yeah, empty. No, not empty. Let's see. Key below empty is bug. Okay, so let's be real careful with this because I need to make sure this only happens to one of them. This should be fine. And there we go. And now we should be able to do key as push and just win the level. I don't know why I didn't think of transformations. I saw empty as empty and my brain just kind of died. Normally levels with... Yeah, normally levels with empty are a bit more complicated than that, but they certainly don't have to be. What is this? Fruit is defeat. Oh, that's stop. Okay. I'm not used to grass being stop. That's weird. Above, push, fofo. Not very much to interact with here. And yeah. Oh, word. Yeah, word might be kind of annoying. Let's see. I can do this to make this more accessible. I thought I could push that back. I cannot. So let's not do that yet. Or maybe let's do that. Okay. I just have to be very careful with how I set up the fungus. So what's the idea? The idea is to push the win out, isn't it? This is a very peculiar pattern here. And obviously it's set up so you can't just push the funguses in here. But why the pluses? It's weird. Fungus above Fofo is push? It's possible. It kind of works. But I need to be able to turn it on and off remotely. So I'm thinking that I turn one of these into a Fofo. And then do the above thing with the other one. I don't think word plays into that at all. I might be missing something. Fungus. Oh, well, I see. I can't do that without turning both, that's why. I have only one is, which makes this hard. Yeah, see, I can do this. That's about as far as I can get with that, but the lack of is what destroys it. It makes sense as to why this Fofo text would be here. Maybe there is a way to do it. Maybe I should just stick with it for a bit longer. Fungus above fungus is a concept that I didn't think of for some reason. The way I have this organized might be really bad, but here we go. Alright, time for my brain to melt. Player 2 has joined the uh-oh. Alright, let's be smart about this. There we go, broke the rule. So we do fungus is push. Now we do Fofo above fungus is push. Or actually, I wanted to do Fofo. I think I'm still fine. This worked a little different from how I had it in my head, but I should still be okay. Okay. Maneuver this very carefully. Oh, I don't think that was what I wanted. Let's see. It's gonna be this one that gets me, isn't it? There we go, now we're good. Push you down. Perfect. I Sokoban the hell out of that. And now I should be A-oh. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Fungus's win doesn't work, but Fofo's win does. Neat. Simple enough that once I got the idea, I knew I just had to stick with it. My brain's starting to expand a little bit to below and above. Square is square and stop in word. What in the world? This level looks weird. What the heck? What's up with all these Fofos that are all defeats? What in the world? This is a whole party. Oh, Mimic and Fear? What is this level? This instantly became the most intimidating level of all time. Why is there the text rock here? What? Rock is pull. Yeah, what in the world is up with this? So whatever pushes in flag is win can't go too far. Or else the is dies. Okay, something about fear getting something to move. Maybe? What do I want to mimic? And what do I want to do the mimicking? Mimic is a whole can of worms by itself. I know this from Oddland, which is what I'm going to continue to call it. Yeah, how do I get something across the fofos without it dying? The only thing I can think of is fear. Fearing or pushing, but those are both very limited tools. Oh, oh, pull. Okay. If something fears the rock and it moves away, it'll pull the rock with it. That's how I get my automaton. So something needs to fear the rock. But I don't have rock text, so I guess... Okay, rock is here, which is not a good spot. So this puzzle, there's a lot, but I feel like it's one of those puzzles where, like, once I sort of invent my own way through it, I'll see what all the parts end up being used for. I'm not sure if I can actually set this up like this. Yeah, no, not even close. If something mimics the square, it becomes word. That's probably how I... Okay, I think I get it. If I do this very quick, or very carefully... Wait, the solution isn't using Baba yet, which worries me. Oh, wait. Derp. I know how it's going to use Baba. So, GG mimics square. And then I just have this ready to go on the sidelines. There we go. Baba ended up just being... Baba and above just ended up being... How you undo that? A pretty simple concept, kinda. There was just a lot of parts, so a lot of possible things to try. I'll move on to this one, Smelting Facility. You know, I always like the ones that are made out of pipes. I don't know why. Empty is pull. That sounds like a terrible idea. So still... I don't know if we've seen still in levels before. That just means it can't move, ever. I think the idea is that empty's gonna be pull at some point. But GG and Rocket are gonna be swapped, so they're gonna be okay. I feel like part of this is setting up these rockets to sort of guide the robot down here somehow. I don't know how that is gonna work. In fact, I have no clue what could make anything do anything like that. Sun is pull, you say? Interesting. I mean, I could just say GG is swap. Oh, GG is not swap. There would be your issue. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I'm even trying to set up here. But I do know that I'm not doing a very good job. I'm just not sure. There's some method of control here. Sun is pull. That's interesting. I'm curious if this is a red herring or not, this down here. It might be. It's kind of set up like one. But empty being pulled does kind of seem like what I want. I can only envision the empty being pull. I see no other use for it. Stop just seems like pull, but more useless. I have been limiting myself. I think it clicked. Friggin' every one of these has just been me not paying attention to the friggin' level geometry. Boxing myself in unnecessarily. So I have to turn the rockets into GGs and somehow keep them in a decent formation. I have to make GG swap. That doesn't work! GG isn't swap, you fool! Empty's pull has to be part of it, so we stay at a safe distance. But then, what the heck do I do to maneuver through the pull? I can say I empty a swap. Because even if it's swap, I can still pull it. That's what it is. In fact, this literally makes no difference until the sun exists, right? Oh, well, I need that is. So, yoink. Okay, I need to turn these rockets into GGs and then get into formation after setting up the rules, all without screwing anything up. That sounds like a tall order, if you ask me. Well, that did something. Now, see, this has just created the exact same problem, but in reverse. How do I not put this on the fire? I just need a stack of text where the and is and where this left GG is. This is just turned into the biggest mess possible. How do I do this? There has to be a way. I need it to be set up like that. Right? Am I wrong? Yeah, no, I'm not wrong. Okay, alternate idea. Because screw this idea. Oh my god, I hate this. Forget it. No, that doesn't work either. I was gonna have that sitting above there. Maybe it'll still work. Maybe it's fine. No, it's not fine. This is the worst. Maybe? No. This is unbelievable. Every single plan of attack I have is thwarted, except this one. I am not complaining anymore. I just suck. It still works, right? Okay, I suck. Don't mind me, just spent like 20 minutes being bad at soak-up-on nonsense. Oh, there we go. That's the thing that opened up everything. Let's take a look at what all this stuff is. Clear vision, boom. Land, win the world. Ugh. Something tells me that's going to be even weirder than Odd Land already was odd. Land of vehicles. And then more stuff. Well, I'm gonna check out some of that stuff after. I'm gonna keep going with this. Okay, got nudge, which I do know what nudge does. It just basically, it's kind of like fall, but only one space at a time. Text is not push, you say? Text as nudge is a terrible idea because then I stop existing. Yeah, what do I need nudge for? It would get the get the flag across this gap after I'm already over there and I've done everything else. But that would imply that I need to set up text as not push now before I cross over. And that would also imply that I have a way to cross over to begin with. I can nudge the belts over. And that can move text in my stead. But there's so much Belt, I see. I get it. I use nudge to set up complex things. Now the thing about that is that saying text is not push wouldn't make a difference. The belt would shift it regardless. Actually, no, there is a difference. If it was facing horizontally, if it was push, then it wouldn't actually shift it. So that's why I need text to be not push. So it moves onto the belts instead of getting pushed by them. Man, I suck at Sokoban. I'm so bad. There we go. That should be enough time. That should guarantee that there is one tick where it happens. Now the issue is I need to actually get to the flag. Oh boy. Maybe there's a better way of doing this. Couldn't tell you what it is though. I get it to face down instead. What I'm thinking of surely isn't viable. Is there a way to set up flag as win in a way that doesn't suck quite as much? I don't think so. Now, let's see if this works. Oh, there's also that. Uh-oh. I didn't think about that little detail. Interesting. These puzzles have been tough, but that's mainly because there's just been a lot of complications, even when the concept is simple. Not to mention they're also very setup heavy, and I think I ought to explain what I mean by that. When I say a level is setup heavy, I mean that it ends up being more of a challenge to actually execute the solution than to figure it out in the first place. Like the last level, for example, once I got past the initial brain fart of not realizing I could just push the text out, what am I even doing? I'm talking and not focusing. Once I got past that hurdle, I put together the solution almost immediately and then proceeded to spend about 20 minutes just maneuvering Gigas around, trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. Now, you can argue that the whole Sokoban aspect of this game is, part of the challenge in its own right. But I don't know. I always prefer the puzzles that once you know the solution, it's easy to recreate, and I think a lot of other players do as well. It's probably why people don't like further fields in the main game that much. The solution's pretty obvious, but knowing how to execute upon it is another matter entirely. How do I get this to meet the is win? I push it. It gets pushed and then it doesn't get pushed. Is that the idea? So the word flag and the word pipe need to have the same thing happen to them. 1, 2, 3. I can do that. I can make a 3 wide gap. Now I just need to be very peculiar about this. Particular, that's the word. Okay, so text is still push. I miscounted. It actually only needed to be 2. I'm thinking, I'm just bad enough at the Sokoban for it to be, painful to struggle on the simplest things. I'm good enough to, eventually figure out how to do it. But there is an eventually there. So here we go. This should work. They're still being pushed. And then boom. And now everything gets pushed over. Alright. That wasn't so bad. I just had to sort of process it a little better. Shiny ladder. Nudge and nudge. Robot is push and weak, but it doesn't have to be. Baba is you and not weak, and not push. Baba on dust is fall, robot on dust is fall. Why do I need weak? Oh, so it can have Baba. Let's see. If I do weak and nudge, that'll make it die, right? Because it'll be like it tries to move into the wall. Yeah, okay. Just need to confirm that. I think I see what the idea is here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm getting at here. Why do I need 3 of these? This might be, this might be really complicated now. Like, I think that I know what the idea is, but who knows if I can actually make it happen or not. I can't transform anything, but I can make the robot have Baba. Which I feel like I'm only supposed to do at the very end. I can make something have text as well. Yeah. I think the idea is that I send a robot in and get it to move back and forth up, avoiding the dust. That's what I thought. So I can't just have both on, I actually do need to alternate. Which makes me think that text needs to be nudge. Just do a little something like this, have a robot here, have a robot here. But what makes them move? I think they also... okay. I can make this work. I think I can make this work if I stack text. And that's why text is here. Okay, I get it now. And everything has a use. And I set him up backwards. Whoops. Let me undo push. I should just be good now, right? Oh, I'm undoing. I was like, what's happening? And there we go. Not too bad once I figured out what I needed. I just had to think about what I needed to set it up. This looks like it's gonna be something else. What is this, a Tetris Grid? Am I gonna have to play Tetris? Fall. Sun Boulevard. Oh, those are sync. I see. So, something make something. Something nudge. Yeah, who knows? Robots also defeat. Yeah, okay, this isn't... I don't think this is gonna be a hard level. I specifically need it to be facing down, which I do have enough room to do. Next, rocket is fall. So we get it all the way over there. I lose an is, but that's okay. Now I need to set up a bunch of things at once. And I think I might have needed that other is. Damn it. I might still be able to use it, actually. I'm glad I recognized that that other is wasn't actually dead. Okay, simple enough. It seemed like, oh, a variant. Yeah, it seemed complicated until I realized it wasn't. Which is kind of a common theme. What is this? UFO is win? Nothing is even... Oh. Need to make UFOs. We don't have nudge this time. Oops. Don't be causing any trouble now. You're still causing trouble. Right after I told you not to. I messed up a little bit. I think this will work. I just need more. Okay, yeah. Have the robot set up there. Sure, why not? Here, let's give myself more time. And then I set up a rocket as move again and run for it. And we're good. Yeah. Almost had it before, I just needed to get the robot out of there because I couldn't climb over that hump. Alright, I think I'll do... I'll just keep going. We got 2 stops, which is very suspicious indeed. We have... oh man, what is this level? Skygate? Okay. We have all these stop things. Okay, I need to get rid of this ice. And then that turns the dust into cloud. So I need to set something else that pushes these in for me. Yeah, I think I just kind of need to see how this behaves on its own. Yeah, then it just gets stuck there. Yeah, like no matter what, it misses that. To be fair, I could totally plug up that hole. Which one happens first? Does move first or nudge first? Because if move happens first, it should be fine if I do this. Okay, I think this is actually foolproof if I do it like this. From here to here to here to here to here. So if nudge happens before move, you'll get moved, you'll get nudged, and then you'll push it into place like this. If move happens first, he'll end up here next, and then push it into place on the spot after. Now the thing about this is that this doesn't use text or facing at all, which makes me think that this is very much unintended. But I'm just gonna have fun with this. Oh, right, I need to do this. So we start from here, and I messed it up in the only way possible. Okay, what was the verdict? Move happens first. Okay, that's good to know for other puzzles. That definitely wasn't intended, but I'll take it. And, watch me just do the same thing again. Rocket is shift. What? Why are these push instead of empty now? What? Oh, it can't bounce off. It specifically needs to... Whoa, that's tricky. So I think the idea is that rocket facing text is move. I wonder if he made this variant because he realized how cheesable the first one was. I need 2 resources for this last one. One to turn it around and one to actually make it go up. Unless it can somehow be the same one. But I don't see how that's possible. Oh, I have push. Duh, I have push. I thought I was missing one, but I can use push. I'm not using push for anything. And that should do it. All that's left to do now is set up the rest. So this is probably going to look a lot more like how the level's supposed to go. Oh, right, the most important part. Are you serious? I wish I'd known. Right, because... Wait, no. Well, move may happen before nudge, but shift happens after all of them, so, sucks for me, I guess. Alright, now we should be good. Perfect. Fun level. There was a lot to it, but it wasn't like overwhelming. Just because you got what the idea was. Let's see, flower on Gigi's wall, flower on Baba's wall. We got sink there, Mi's win. So what is, yeah, what's the text on text is wall, so no stacking. Baba is push all the time. Interesting. Alright, science time. Let's definitely set up move first. Yeah, nudge happens afterwards. So yeah, what's the deal with the skull? Why do I need it? So, do I use nudge to make Gigi go in at the same time as me? Alright, more science time. Where? Literally, where even is that? Where does it say Gigi is Gigi? Oh, Gigi's not skull specifically. Okay. I feel like that has to be part of it though. Like, they gave me 2 Baba words for a reason. And they specifically make it so that you can turn Gigi into Baba. The main issue is that I have only 2 playable characters and 2 waters to get rid of. I can turn this Gigi into 2 Babas. I have another idea that requires more science. Alright, now what happens if I do Baba near Baba? Is nudge. It does move them both. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what a, success would even look like. Is it just about somehow finding a way to get those 2 Babas separated? Okay, that does skip me over the water. But then I just die on the skull. Yeah, stacking them on top of each other is actually not as trivial as I thought. Just because anything that makes him move wants to try to push Baba first. Which means I should be stacked on top of it already. I can sacrifice text, can't I? I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, really? I'm so stupid. I can sacrifice text. Oh man, it's the smallest things that are getting me. So what do I need nudge for? I need nudge. I get it now. The GG faces up. Everything makes so much more sense now. The whole challenge is making sure that I'm stacked on top of GG. And all of that is just making sure that that's the case from the beginning. GG near skull is move. So that way it won't get nudged into the skull. Why did I get pushed? What sense does that even make? What? How did I get pushed? There are some pieces that I'm not using yet. That's annoying. Do I also need to say Baba as nudge? Nudge both? They not only have to move at the same time, they have to move in the same way. If it's a different action, it's not gonna work. And, okay, Baba is nudge afterwards. Specifically because it needs to happen afterwards. Well, this is a great setup. Kind of. There we go. What the heck? Ah, nudge still does it. Oh, I know what the problem is. The problem was I didn't put the friggin' text in like I was supposed to. There we go. It still didn't work. I didn't do it either. That works. I'll take that. That was bonkers. There's a variant of this? Bruh. This has to be the last level, so I'll stick it out. There's water here. Well, at least there's a lot less text to worry about. So I think the idea is that I have to sacrifice something for the water there, and then nudge past the other thing. Which means Baba needs to be nudge. And how is Gigi gonna move? It has to also be nudge. They're both nudge. There we go. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I could tell I could tell it wasn't going to be nearly as bad because it had a lot less parts. It's not necessarily the hardest puzzles that get me the longest, it's just the ones that have a ton of parts and make a million possibilities pop up in my head. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Got a whole world done in this. Granted, it was a small one, but I don't know. It had a pretty rocky start. Some of these earlier levels really held me up for a bit. Not necessarily because they were hard, but because they were just very particular. And I kept missing very obvious things. I think next time I do this, I'll go to the Land of Delicacies. Finish off the quote-unquote early worlds before delving into this stuff over here. It may not be next Bob episode, though. Maybe the one after that. But, until then, like always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll stick around with me another time. Goodbye.